Ellen, you've been there every day of the trial, right?
Yeah.
So how do you understand this outpouring of support that there's been for Lindsay Clancy?
Yeah, so during the early days and weeks of the trial, there were really only two people showing up in support of Lindsay Clancy every day, and that was her mom and dad. And they were kind of solitary figures. But as the weeks have gone on, we started to see the gallery fill up every day. There are lines now outside of the courthouse. You can see people waiting to get in now. And
wow.
And I think part of what they're responding to is that a great deal of the testimony in this case has been about Lindsay Clancy's efforts to get medical care. And she went to doctor after doctor after doctor, complaining of symptoms like insomnia and fear and a feeling of dissociation. And she got a long series of prescriptions, which seemed like sort of trial and error prescriptions, and her symptoms just continued to get worse.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rahakodash. Also, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from. And as always, peace and love towards the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. I kind of had this video queued up. I have no idea on what's really going on with this chick in this court case. I don't care. All I know is that it was a for face value Edomite woman who's unalived her children. And you see who's out there in defense of judgment, in defense of righteousness. This for face value, this Edomite woman on the screen here, she mentioned about the reason that they're out there. Okay. Mental health issues. Well, this is what the hell the prophets through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shah have been revealed. This is what we have been teaching. It is the nature of Esau, Edom, starting with the elite banking families, of course. All right. But it trickles down, all right, into the manifestation, all right, of these low level Edomites. All right. But this is their mentality. All right. They can never have any accountability, just like the whole slavery thing, how they're trying to hide that history. Just like when they commit these heinous acts of wickedness, they can never just say, you know what? Lock her up. Let's first and foremost, let's check out the temperature of the people real quick. Nobody's agreeing with this shit. And most of these are probably Edomite women. So again, there's your spirit of Egyptian against Egyptian. That's our oppressors against our oppressors, because the Lord is stirring up different mentalities here on the earth. He's stirring up different ideologies here on the earth. You got a group of people, first and foremost, the Lord's chosen people coming in that spirit. Then you got everybody else, man, with all bunch of a plethora of different ideas and doctrines floating around, ideas floating around in their head, and it's getting ready to clash. So when men do this, they are monsters. But when women do this, it is mental health. Yes, both the woman, period, because all wickedness is little, all right, compared to the wickedness of a woman, roughly paraphrasing. Also, so when the Israelites, the so-called black and so-called brown people, okay, and even the speckled bird Israelites, when they do shit, okay, they're monsters. You see, where the F-U-C-K is the cry out for the mental health of our people via slavery, okay, or via the psychological operation that has been done unto them many years for those of us who live in Mystery Babylon the Great. Let me get this right quick. Right? What I mean is, in relation to the curses, let's take having an evil eye towards our brother, all the unaliving that our young men throughout this, from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s, especially the 80s and 90s, it was going down. Chicago, California, places like this, and then the gang banging stuff started to spread out. The evil eye against our brother, right? Where's the cry out for mental instability, mental health issues, all these broken homes, these single mothers? We have mental issues that don't get acknowledged. Meaning, boy, we got PTSD from being in the hood. Every time you hear a situation in relation to anybody of any nationality, when it comes to their children, their loved ones, they will threaten you. Okay, Esau Edom will threaten you. Moab will threaten you if you threaten their children. Okay, we do the same thing. How much more when I'm not saying it is right, but what I am saying, once the bloodshed has started, who can tell a human how to respond to bloodshed? Our fucking nation have dealt with killing each other for many years. You other motherfucking nations can't tell us how to respond. So when they want to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go slide on somebody that has unalived somebody that they cared about, who are we to tell that person not to feel like that? Because we say the same thing. The difference between the wicked of our people and everybody else, they've never experienced shit like that. You think there's no mental health issues involved in that shit, dude? Like you take the Young and Ace boy, if that's him, Young and now is it Young and Ace? The dude, man, that was going at it with Julio, right? Julio Fulio. I think it's Ace something, man. I don't care. All right, but man, I heard this story. Man, everybody in the car was unalive except his black ass. His brother was unalive in there with him. He saw that. A lot of you motherfucking Edomites, low level, have never experienced that. How you gonna tell them a guy like that he doesn't have fucking mental issues when he saw his friends and his brother unalive right in front of him in the same car? The Lord spared me from that faith, motherfucker. I was supposed to go to the club when I was in the army. And Yahweh Bahashim Shai, deliver. I'll do that testimony maybe later on today, man. But yeah, my homeboy ended up dead in the car. They shot it up. Okay. You think there's no mental health issues? This is what we're talking about. So first and foremost, the nature of the Edomites. Starting with the elite banking families, right? The elites, the Rothschilds, the Gettys, DuPonts, the Waltons, these super rich families, man, but especially those 13 bloodlines, man. Do your research. Psalms 83 and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. That's going into that psychological operation, feminism, the hood, the housing projects, okay? And I'm talking about the housing projects. It was a project for the niggas, okay, to have them live in these environments. And you talking about Caprini Green, if I said that right, fucking Candyman, you know what I mean? But seriously, I've done some research about them, watched documentaries on those housing projects in Chicago. Insane. That is part of crafty counsel that these people have taken against thy people, who the Hebrew Israelites, the true ones, and consulted against our hidden one. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation through that psychological operation, through beating it the hell out of us. Now we have become a byword, a proverb, right? An astonishment the Bible speaks of, man. So they called us nigger. They called us nigger. They called us African American. We're none of those things, man. Rednecks, all right? Shit like that. Spicks, shit like that. These are words in place of who we truly are. The children of Israel via our respective tribes. So they have thought about this. They've taken crafty counsel, hands rubbing together with that stupid grin on their face, man. And they have actually thought of ways to destroy us as a nation. So much so, the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that has to fit us. We're the ones that fit their prophecy, because there's a bunch of people professing themselves to be Jews and are in fact of the synagogue of Satan. And it has been exposed because the Lord revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Back into these comments. Mental health isn't an excuse to murder your children. Absolutely the fuck not. Thus saith the Edomites. What? Yeah, thus saith the Edomites that mental health isn't an excuse to unalive somebody in relation to all the unaliving that we do. Dude, 90% of all that murder stuff that happens within our nation, whether it's Eve doing it to her children, doing it to her sister, or whether it's at the height of what the boys do, it's a mental health involved, dude. The difference is, y'all don't get in trouble. I'm going to bring that out. The difference is when we do it, y'all will lock us up for all eternity if you could. For a little bit of dope. It shows you the confusion of the United States. You got different states with different laws, and especially back in the day, it was even more crazy with all those weird ass laws. If you do your research, it was all type of stupid ass laws in different states. But you get the whole weed thing. Here you got weed legal in California, but it's illegal in this state over here. And then you got people that's in jail damn near a life for a life sentence, damn near for weed when it's legal. That's sickening. That's confusion. This is Mystery Babylon the Great. So we're exposing the wickedness of Esau, Edom, starting with those elite banking families. We're showing you the spirit of an Edomite. All these women out there are coming in the spirit of an Edomite, pretending, faking the funk, full of shit. So again, mental health isn't an excuse to unalive somebody. No. And they definitely show you black and brown people that, because we all have mental health issues, especially those ones that's in that out there gang banging, man. Come on. Half of your guys are dead before. Like, I'm serious, man. You see this. I've experienced an environment like this. All right. Half of your guys are unalive before you reach the age of 21 in your little gang, and they expect, you to just be a normal guy. Look at the soldiers, the Marines, the sailors that have been to war with true PTSD, what they call it. I've been there. I have those issues, man. We can testify PTSD is real. Mental health is real. But the difference is they want to try to justify this bitch and say, oh, she had all these mental health issues. So the fuck, what if she really did? It doesn't give you an excuse. It's not going to be justified. All right. You still need to be judged for that. Put your ass in a medical prison. They have those. All right. But don't be trying to escape judgment. That is the spirit of a pretender, of a fucking Edomite. All right. Of a base man. This genuinely boils my blood. Everybody's fed up. Women versus accountability. Absolutely sick. These are some very sick people. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shem Hawashai for the spirit of division manifesting on this wicked bitch. And I'm talking about this earth, this wicked ass bitch. The Lord is splitting people the fuck up. All right. You got people that just seeing decency and they're speaking out against it, just like the men, all right, who ain't serving Yahweh Shemashah of our nation, but will get on their podcast and talk about the wickedness of a woman till they're blue in the face. Call Allah Yahweh Hashem Hawashai. Don't care what you clowns do. Hey, just speak good things then, motherfucker. If you're not going to serve the Lord, at least do that. At least speak against the obvious wickedness that's happened upon the earth. If you were there and have children, name yourself so child protect you. Exactly. Right. I don't think I've seen a comment that's agreeing with what she did or what these women are out there doing. Call hello Yahweh Bahashem Hawashai. Are these people seriously okay? No, motherfucker. They're not seriously okay. They're bugged out. And this is what we're warning our brothers and sisters for, this type of spirit that's going to manifest. They are bugged out. This is bugged out shit. Imagine when Jacob's trouble really hit and how bugged out and unstable these people are going to be. That is why the Lord taught us wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, man. The women who defend this unaliver are just like her. Absolutely. They'll do the same thing. This is in fact sick. I'm talking about, this isn't a speculation. Okay. No, she actually unalived her mother effing kids, man. And it's on camera of her abusing. I don't care. I don't even know her whole name. I don't care. I saw a couple videos. You look it up. Okay. But it is some videos of her abusing her damn children before she unalived them. Come on, man. Come on, man. And all they want to do is march outside the damn courthouse and talk about, oh, mental health this, mental health that, mental health this, mental health that. But not our women, not our men. We don't get that luxury. You know why? Let me get this. Let me see. What do I do it? This is the book of Psalms 73 and verse 5. Well, we'll start at verse 1, to be honest. Truly power is good. Yahweh Hashem Hawashah to Israel. And right now that it's only the Lord only dealing with a remnant, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, and it's the spirit that we come in, and my feet were almost gone. My steps had well not slipped. So that's us damn near done slipped and damn near done, lost it, damn near ready to take matters into our own hand, right? Verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish. Why? when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, and the Lord has taught us, roughly paraphrasing, we got to be more concerned about how the righteous shall be saved, not how the wicked shall be punished, right? That's to myself first and foremost, because I got a serious problem with the celebrities of our nation prospering. I got a serious problem. Well, I have more problem with them than Esau Edom, because, hey, this is how it was written. I'm trying to figure out who the hell these Israelites are that's prospering, though. All right, but for the actual wicked Esau Edom, I kind of have a certain level of understanding. This is his true nature. All right, so our brother coming in the same spirit that we coming in, we be envious of their prosperity, man, because we know that they don't truly deserve it. Verse 4, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. There you see it, man. And we've seen time and time again. I did an epistle about that little Edomite boy that had Graped, those two girls. Fact, he actually did it, and he's free as we speak, man. Probably got a little slap on the wrist, but he did not go to prison for that. Do you understand me? And he came from a relatively affluent white family, all right, the Edomites, okay? So their strength is firm. And here's the point, and here's pretty much the whole point of the damn epistle. They are who? The Edomites, the so-called white people, starting with the elite banking families for damn sure. They're not in trouble like other men, so much so if the Lord execute judgment and he allows them to escape, they can. So let's say a tornado is getting ready to come, a tsunami, any type of mega storm like that, or just uproars of the people. If you got that type of money, in which the elite do, they can hop on a private jet anywhere on planet Earth. From the depths of the seas to the clefts of the mountains, all right, sky high, whatever, man. They got castles and shit ducked off. You'll never know about it unless you see it from an aerial view. You'll be surprised what's out there on this earth via, if you are riding in an aircraft. You can't see these houses, man. They're ducked off. They're not on Zillow. You understand me? Some of these dwelling places that these Edomites dwell in, the affluent part of your city, how's the hood, and then you drive to the other side and there's mansions and shit. Pretty much every city has shit like that, especially the big cities and the mid-sized cities. Yeah, you go on the other side of town, all you see is mansions, because they're not in trouble like other men, and they're just the base of men, man. Esau Edom, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued as other men, so they're not in trouble when they commit these heinous acts. And going back into the plagues of judgments, weed, stuff like that, they're not in trouble like the Israelites, man. And this is starting to cause the spirit of division to manifest upon the earth, man. This is sick. I thought I had one more, huh?
Dressed in pink, hundreds of supporters from across the country standing up for Lindsay Clancy outside the courthouse. They cheered as she drove past earlier today.
That's the sickness. Okay, we get it if you want to support some mental health shit. What's with the cheering, though? She unalive somebody. It should be a somber assembly. It should be a sorrowful. They should be kind of quiet in that type of spirit. Motherfucker, every last one of you dumb ass white bitches out there are cheering for murder. Let's just keep it real. A murderer. Let's just keep it real. Because again, if y'all really cared, why y'all in the spirit of cheering? She's in a whole lot of shit. You're cheering? What are you cheering for? That she's in court? That she possibly is finna get off for mental health? For those unalive children? What are you cheering for? The fact that she's driving by and she's a hero because of these things? I'm trying to figure out what's with the applause. Now we're going to be there for you, Lindsay. Hang in there. We're fighting for you, Lindsay. Right? It's clap, 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 cheer, 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 as if this is some type of fucking victory, some type of celebration. This shows you the mentality, once again, not just the Edomite, but the woman, period, the weaker vessel, is subject to this type of thinking, this type of mentality, this childlike, idiotic mentality.
For being with us tonight. I'm Lisa Hughes.
And I'm David Wade. It was a short day in court today, but as WBZ's Aaron Parsegian shows us, the judge told jurors to prepare for a long day tomorrow.
A sea of pink outside the Plymouth courthouse. Supporters of Lindsay Clancy coming from near and far for day 17 of testimony in her triple murder trial.
We all were...
3 of them. 3. I thought it was 2. 3. Straight up unalived them in the name of mental health. Oh, I bugged out one day. So fucking what? Our brothers bugged out one day and did the same shit. They're in prison for the rest of their fucking lives, my guy. You understand me? Our brothers have seen their brothers, their sisters, their mothers, right, unalive right in front of them. We heard everybody on planet Earth threaten the same thing. If somebody was to do that to their child of their loved ones, I'm going to do this. Everybody says that, motherfucker. Put your hands on my loved ones. That's what everybody says, especially you Edomites, and we goddamn know it. So when our brothers do that in the name of a mental instability, because, you know, something so traumatic, seeing somebody unalive in front of you, that's not no light thing. And our brothers and sisters deal with it at a high level that these motherfuckers don't want to acknowledge because they're hating. They're haters because they actually do that shit. They're in awe of at the music that we make, at the type of lifestyle that some of my wicked brothers and sisters live. They want to be that. They want to do that. Because that's their true nature, to steal, kill, and destroy. And when they see Jake do it, all they can do is just say, you gotta go. You gotta go. This is crazy. This is insane, man. This is sick.
In one way or another, and that is definitely attracting each of us here to support her.
Some even waiting to greet defense attorney Kevin Reddington, who tells us
this is an unalive trial. You understand me? Everybody seems to be in such good spirits. Where is the fucking sorrowful spirit about the fucking children? Do you see how we missed that point? Is anybody mourning the goddamn children? It is like they have forgot about those goddamn children. And just all they care about is trying to justify what she did. It's cool, though. It's cool, though. Yahweh, by Shema Hawashai, is going to split you the fuck up. Egyptian against Egyptian, man. All right, the Lord is not going for that, man. You little punk-ass motherfuckers that want to remain in obvious wickedness, it's not going to work. The Lord got something to combat it. And it's going to be your own people. It's going to be Karen against Karen. Becky against Becky. All right? Josh against Josh. Or whatever Edomite name is, man.
Lindsay was moved by the sight.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Doesn't she look crazy? Come on, man. Good looking, got that Amalekite spirit on her, man. Come on. You look crazy. She look bugged out. It's plenty of women who have mental health issues that have done this shit and they're in prison for their crimes, man. Come on, man. This is causing a spirit of pissed off amongst Mystery Babylon the Great. All this crime that happens, especially with these particular people, and nothing happens to them. The people are going to get fed up with that shit, man, and the Lord is going to do it.
Very sad and very attentive.
This will thrust the United States into a chaotic state even more. How much more so when the famine comes? When more pestilence are here, when the war is brought to your front door, we need to prepare ourselves and hide ourselves in the name Yahweh or Yahweh Shah.
She's very buoyed is the only thing I can think of by all the support and really appreciates it.
For the scene outside, it was a rather quick day in court for jurors.
Lindsay talks frequently about her.
Another bugged out idiot, you right? Another Babylonian idiot. They had a song called that, man.
Children, she loves them deeply. She carries them.
Chaplain Sheila Kavanaugh, the lone defense witness to take the stand,
Support her.
For the scene outside, it was a rather quick.
Who cares? You know how it go. It just cut the video out. But well, I did want to let me see something right quick. I wanted to see those comments. You know how it goes.
I'm gonna tell y'all this shit in code.
Here we go. So like, you just want to see these comments. I ought to put one so it is show 144. Some women really need help. It's sick. I can't relate to unaliving my babies. These women in pink are voters. Let that sink in. So this is spirit of division, man. So you got those women that's coming in the spirit of cleaving on to obvious wickedness, and then you got these people that's cleaving on to the spirit of decency. All right, like come on, man. This is obvious. You come on. And I'm not saying that you don't have mental health issues or whatever, but it's still not going to justify what you did. You take your ass to a medical prison. They have places like that where you'll get the mental help that you claim that you need, and you'll still be on lockdown. All right, for unaliving three different people, your own children, helpless, defenseless. Let you tell it, right? And isn't that the spirit of Edomites? They love children, love animals and shit like that. You're right. The Lord is exposing this stuff, man. She brutally unalive her own children. I don't think they care about children the way they make us believe. Absolutely not. And that's the same thing that I'm experiencing with Esau's court system and this whole trying to get custody over my child through the spirit of poverty. I don't care either way, man. But the Lord is the one stirring up this stuff. And I'm starting to see that these people who claim child protective services and shit, they do not give a fuck. My daughter is living in a terrible situation with my baby mama. Everything has been exposed and they're still trying to like, oh yeah, because she's the mother. Okay, and that's how it goes. That shows me that you don't give a fuck about my child. You don't give a fuck about these children. All you care about is your money. And you know I'm putting curses on everybody involved in this motherfucker. You know, I can't wait to see what the Lord does, man. But that's the spirit of Mystery Babylon the Great. A bunch of pretenders, man. I'm done. Yeah, you know, look at her. Is she in a wheelchair now? Look at her. Nothing wrong with her. She's faking it. Nothing wrong with you, bitch. The Lord put the spirit upon you to go crazy. All right, and that was it. And you did what you were supposed to do, and now you want to fake the front. Fake the front. I forgot how you say that. But the book of Obadiah, let's look at the judgment of Esau Edom, man. Because that's what this is about. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh Shema Shah, concerning Edom, all right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, are starting with those elite banking families, trickling down to the low-level Edomites that don't even know who the hell they are, but just know that they hate so-called black and brown people. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. Who are these ambassadors? The prophets of Yahweh Hashem Hawashah. All right, we're professing your judgment, your faith. You're getting ready to go into captivity. Your kingdom is getting ready to fall. So you and your women finna go into captivity. Sure, we'll deal with you Edomites for women for now, but when it's all said and done, you're going into captivity too. And once we see our women, how they gonna look, ain't nobody gonna want no damn Edomite for no concubine and shit like that. It's gonna be over with. You're gonna be out there in the fields, man, and you deserve it. Look at the spirit on you, all right? At least if you're gonna do something, stand on it. Good gracious. You trying to like up in there with that fake ass, sad ass countenance, man. You ain't fooling nobody. We gotta have that discernment to be able to see through that. And did y'all not see the spirit on every one of those white women that was on camera? Every last one of them had them little crazy ass shifty eyes, man. All right, you got to have the spirit of discernment. And if you don't, you got to pray for it to be able to see these spirits that's on people. Pray to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah for the spirit of discernment. Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. So pride goeth before destruction. This man Esau Edom is very prideful, that thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, man. All right, going back into the true nature of the Edomites, man. Going back into Petra, all of that, man, when they actually dwelled in them clefts. But guess what? They're going to return to them when these nuclear missiles are shot off, man. All right, that's the spirit. They're going to throw rocks, basically, and hide. That's the spirit of the elites, man. Hiding, but throwing all this chaos upon the earth, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's those elites. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and funny how that's the symbol of America, the eagle, right? The bird or whatever of America, isn't that it? I don't remember. I haven't heard that shit since I was in school, like elementary school. But I do remember, man. Do you remember the pride of America? How fast did I forget? Bro, we used to say the Pledge of Allegiance. See, I don't know if I'm showing my age. I was in, you know what I mean? I'm an 80s baby. We used to say the Pledge of Allegiance every effing morning in elementary school with our hands over our hearts. The whole damn thing, pledging allegiance. Every morning we would say this. Oh, man, we got to get out of here. We have to get out of here. And ultimately, you're going to show your pledge of allegiance to Esau Edom if you bow down and take that mark of the beast, man. So, but going back, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the spirit of a puffed up individual. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, in relation to the new world order, trying to be like Yahweh Shema Shai by microchipping everybody so that they can track us. Look at the surveillance state that we're currently in. Look at the psychological operation that they have completed to let us put ourselves in a surveillance state via these fucking installing Ring cameras via these smart devices and TVs, etc. We've done it to our damn self. I don't fucking do it. Yeah, I'm straight. I used to, man, I'm so paranoid just from being in the military. I used to just put tape over everything. Anything that looked like a camera that I would buy. And I don't do all that, Ring camera and shit no more, man. I pray to y'all Bashim out shot for protection. Okay? Go down to verse 6, man. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? I know, good gracious, man. All the men of thy confederacy, that's going back into that crafty counsel, man. All right, have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Hawashai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom? Elon Musk. All right. Some of those great minds, some of those scientists that you're not going to hear from, that are ducked off, that only know what they are allowed to know when it comes to the nuclear scientists that's building those nuclear missiles, or the Area 51 type of guys. Do your research? They can only go so far. You are in this building at this time. You can't leave here. They don't know exactly what the fuck is going on. Just like in the military, sometimes those Air Force pilots have no idea where they're dropping those bombs at. They get a fucking mission. They get some grid coordinates. They're gonna drop it on that shit. Boom. They don't know what the fuck is going on. They're just dropping coordinates, man. All right. So it really goes back into the elites, man. They're the ones pulling the strings. They're the puppet masters. But the Lord saying in that day, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau. You thought you understood how to oppress the people for all eternity. You thought you understood, how to freeze yourself, okay, and come back alive. It's not going to work. The Lord got a bound that you can't cross, my guy. All right. And it's being exposed by who? Through Yahweh Shema Hawashai, through his servants, the prophets, man. Okay, so that's pretty much the point, man. Just showing you the nature of our oppressors, man. Both the elites all the way down to the low-level idiots who are going to be oppressed right along with the black and brown people during Jacob's trouble. So much so that they're going to come and their true nature will manifest when a man shall invade one another. When we see all this unaliving going on upon planet Earth, man, and especially here in Mystery Babylon the Great, the melting pot, if you will, of confusion. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Hey, repent, don't take the mark of the beast. Esau, Edom is the so-called white man, starting with those elite banking families. This is not about color. This is about the spirit of an Edomite. Okay, so the spirit of an Edomite you saw on those women. Hey, the spirit of a weaker vessel, which is the woman. You saw that, and you saw the effeminate man out there. I saw one guy out there, maybe a couple. Okay, but that's a weak ass dude, man, to be participating in that bullshit. Shalom.